Paradigm Shift. Written by Venerable Acariya Thoon Khippapañño. Translated by Nisha Tian. Translator's note. Paradigm Shift was originally translated in 2008. Since then, my understanding of the Thai and Bali languages, Luang Por Thoon's writing, and the Dhamma in general has evolved. As a result, while some of the original text remains in this 2025 edition, many passages were significantly edited or completely retranslated to more accurately capture the essence of Dhamma concepts and to better facilitate the reader's understanding. The Sanskrit version of words like karma and dharma are prevalent in Buddhism's English narrative today. However, the Theravada tradition uses Pali, so those familiar Sanskrit words will take on slightly different spellings in some cases, such as kama and dhamma. Additionally, there are differences in meaning highlighted by instances when Dhamma is capitalized or not. In its uppercase form, Dhamma means the Buddha's teachings, while its lowercase form refers to the laws of nature, the truth about the way things are, or mental objects. The widespread practice of silent sitting meditation that is the face of Buddhism today is commonly referred to as samadhi. However, the original Bali term doesn't only come in the tranquil version. Samadhi translates to concentration or unification of the mind. Calm, serene meditation is only one of many incarnations of concentration. In this text, meditation will primarily be used to refer to the contemporary connotation of samadhi, sitting or tranquil meditation, and not the denotation of the word, contemplation or deep reflection. Buddhist teachers and texts, including this one, frequently mention kilesa and tanha. But what exactly are they? Tanha is desire. Kilesa literally translates as torment of the mind, but is more commonly translated as defilement or mental impurity. Defilements are the things, the representations, or the embodiments of desire. For instance, expensive cars, the latest and greatest gadgets, brand name clothing, or a large house in an affluent neighborhood are all defilements associated with the desire to be rich. Like desires, defilements are limitless. Luang Por Thoon often refers to defilements and desires as deceiving us and leading us to be reborn within this world. Jnana and dasana are important concepts in Luang Por Thoon's teachings. Jnana is knowing or understanding. Dasana is seeing or realizing. For instance, the Buddha taught that birth, aging, sickness, and death are normal. So we know that aging is normal. Every day, we see actual evidence of how we have aged, wrinkles, white hairs, loss of strength and flexibility, and how things around us age. Toothbrushes fraying, clothes wearing thin, vegetables wilting, food going stale. However, if you don't fuse the theory that you know with the reality that you see, you won't be able to profoundly penetrate the truth about aging. Once you do connect them, you will both understand and realize the indisputable truth about aging. It is impermanent. It causes suffering. It isn't who we are and it doesn't belong to us. And it is normal. This is the knowing and seeing that Luang Por Thoon frequently refers to throughout this text. In Thai, Aramana denotes mood, emotion, or temper. In Bali, Aramana denotes an object, sense object, preoccupation, or focus of the mind at a given moment. Aramana is basically the sense object, or what happens when the internal sense bases, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, interact with the external sense bases, form, sound, scent, taste, touch. Once the interaction occurs, there are three types of preoccupations. 1. Pleasing, ittaramana. 2. Displeasing, anittaramana. And 3. Indifferent, neither pleasing nor displeasing, ubekha aramana. When the pleasing aramana occurs, you repeat it in order to hold on to it. When the displeasing aramana occurs, you try to push it away to get rid of it. When you don't feel completely fulfilled about something because it isn't clearly pleasing or clearly displeasing, it becomes a lingering, unresolved aramana. This is referred to elsewhere as a neutral aramana. The residue of these three types of preoccupations or objects, aramana, that you hold on to are called mind objects, Dhammaramana. Pleasing aramanas, ittaramana, lead to desire for existence, bhava tanha, Displeasing aramanas, anita aramana, lead to desire for non-existence, vibhava tanha. And indifferent aramanas, ubekha aramana, lead to ignorance, avijja. Samuti is a term found in both Pali and Thai. In Thai, samuti means pretend, assume, suppose, or not real. It is translated from Pali into English as general opinion, consent, construct, convention, supposition, or anything that is conjured into being by the mind. It is labeling things so that they can be referred to, and then coming to perceive those things in terms of those labels. For instance, mother, in a technical and objective sense, is the physical being that provides an egg. But mother has been expanded to include common cultural norms. One who loves, nurtures, and raises you. One who stays at home, cooks, and cleans. One who sacrifices her life for her child. And once you buy into these conventional characterizations and begin to expect mother to be a certain way, suffering arises when a mother doesn't raise her own child. A mother is abusive and neglectful. A mother doesn't fit into the homemaker mold. Or when it is the child who sacrifices for the mother. These labels, constructs, and conventional realities are the samuti that make up the world as we know it. That is why Luang Por Thun refers to the world as the Maha Samuti, or Great Samuti. Punya is translated as merit or meritorious action. But for those who didn't grow up in a Buddhist culture, what does that even mean? Making merit can be a virtuous deed that is tangible, like donating goods to a respectable temple or building a pagoda to honor the Buddha. It can also be intangible, like observing the precepts or dedicatedly practicing the Dhamma. Its cousin, kusala, is translated as wholesome, skillful, or clever. Luang Por Thun has explained in Q&A sessions that kusala is wisdom, paññā, and kusala comes before punya. Kusala is the wisdom to seek and recognize opportunities to make merit in a way that leads to heaven or enlightenment. Commonly referred to together, punya kusala basically represents something good or good karma. Their counterpart, papa, is translated as demerit or evil. Like punya, papa can be tangible, like stealing something, or intangible, like disrespecting a teacher. In other words, it refers to something bad or bad karma. Buddhists are encouraged to cultivate punya and abstain from papa, as we will have to account for all of our actions, both good and bad.